Imagine you're on a phone call with someone you love, and right in the middle of the sentence, the call drops. Silence. No more voice. No more connection. But here's the thing. The person on the other end didn't disappear. They're still there, still alive, still talking. You just can't hear them anymore. That's closer to what death actually is than most people realize. And today, I'm going to walk you through exactly what the Bible says happens the moment the call drops, where you go, what you'll be aware of, and why none of it has to scare you. By the end of this video, you'll understand death better than most people ever will in their entire lives. Truth number 1. The body stops, the soul doesn't. Your body is not the real you. It's the house you're living in, and one day that house wears out. The Bible puts it plainly in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 7. The dust returns to the ground it came from, and the spirit returns to God who gave it. Notice the two different endings. The body goes back to dust, that's what gets buried, but the spirit goes back to God, not into nothing, not into silence, into His presence. So if you've ever felt afraid that death is just the lights turning off, it's not. The real you keeps existing. The only question is, existing where and with who? Truth number 2. There are only 2 addresses. Jesus was never vague about this. In the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verses 13 and 14, He said there are 2 roads, a wide one that leads to destruction, and a narrow one that leads to life. And He didn't stop at describing the roads. He told His followers exactly how to walk the narrow one. In the book of John, chapter 14, verse 6, Jesus says, "I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." That single sentence is the whole answer to where we go. Not good deeds, not religion, not being a decent person. Trusting Jesus as the one who paid for your sin, that's the door. Think about the criminal hanging next to Jesus on the cross. This was a man with no time left to fix his life, no good works to offer. And Jesus told him in the book of Luke, chapter 23, verse 43, "Truly I tell you, today you will be with me in paradise." Not after you clean up, not someday, today. That's how fast the door opens once you trust Him. But the Bible doesn't hide the other outcome either. In the story Jesus told about the rich man and Lazarus in the book of Luke, chapter 16, the man who died without God is described as being in torment, fully separated from Him. The Bible calls that place Hades. Some translations say hell. Not because God is cruel, but because He gives every person exactly what they spent their life choosing, with Him or without Him. So here's your honest objection, and I want to answer it directly. What if I'm not sure I've done enough? You haven't. Nobody has. That's the whole point. It was never about doing enough. It's about who you're trusting. Truth number 3. The dead are not wandering around you. A lot of people picture spirits floating through their old house, watching from the corner of the room. The Bible doesn't support that picture. Remember Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 7? The spirit returns to God, not to your living room. The person you lost isn't lingering by your bedside. They've already gone on. But that doesn't mean they've lost their memory or their awareness. In the book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 10, believers who died for their faith are shown crying out to God, fully aware of what happened to them and why. They remember. They know who they are. And in that same story of the rich man from Luke chapter 16, even in torment, he remembers his 5 brothers still living on earth and begs for someone to warn them. He didn't forget his family. He just couldn't do anything about it anymore. Here's the bridge line worth sitting with. The dead remember you. Their concern is that you end up where they are, or that you don't. Truth number 4. You are body, soul, and spirit. here's something that helps everything we just covered make even more sense. The Bible teaches that you're not just one thing. You're made of 3 parts: body, soul, and spirit. Your body came from the ground. In the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 19, God tells Adam, "For dust you are, and to dust you will return." That's exactly what happens physically when you die. The body goes back to being dust, just like it started. Your spirit goes back to God the instant you die. That's the part that returns to Him, the way we already saw. But your soul, that's different. Your soul doesn't die at all. It keeps existing, fully conscious, and it goes to one of 2 places: heaven or hell. And what decides which one isn't a mystery or a coin flip. It's decided by how you live your life right now, today, while you still can. Let's bring it all together. Truth number 1, your body dies, but your spirit doesn't. It goes straight back to God. Truth number 2, there are only 2 destinations, and the deciding factor is one relationship, whether you've trusted Jesus. Truth number 3, the dead are aware and they remember, but they're not haunting your house. They have already gone on ahead. Truth number 4, your body, soul, and spirit. The body returns to dust, the spirit returns to God, and the soul lives on forever, in heaven or in hell, depending on how you lived. Did you know God is preparing a city for everyone who is saved? It's called the New Jerusalem. The Bible describes it as an actual city coming down from God, built for the ones who belong to Him. But notice who gets to walk through those gates. Not the ones who lived a perfect life. Nobody has. It's the ones who kept choosing righteousness day after day, even when it cost them something. The ones who faced real temptation, real pressure to give up, real reasons to walk away, and stayed anyway. That's not a small detail. That's the whole test of a lifetime. This is why living in righteousness and justice here on earth isn't just being a good person. It's how you protect the very salvation of your soul. Your soul doesn't die when your body does. It lives on into eternity. And how you live today is directly connected to where that eternity is spent. Every choice to walk in integrity, to treat people justly, to keep believing in Him when it would be easier not to, that's not wasted. That's what the New Jerusalem is being built for. If you're honest, the real challenge isn't understanding these truths. It's actually deciding what to do with them today, before that call drops for you or someone you love. So here's what I want you to actually do. Not just feel something and move on. Do this. Take 1 minute right now, wherever you are, and tell God out loud that you're trusting Jesus with your life and what comes after it. That's it. That's the whole door. If this helped you see death differently, hit follow so the next video finds you, and tell me in the comments which truth surprised you the most. May the God of the Bible bless you.